Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about API hosting. To host an API, first you need to create it, and you can do that by following these steps. First, you need to create a web API project. Then, making use of MS SQL Server, you need to create a database and table and its corresponding data. Then you need to make a connection between your database and your project by using the database scaffolding command. So, and in the end, we'll be writing an API that will be fetching data from your database. When you will be done with these prerequisite steps, you can continue with this session to host the APIs. And if you have any doubt for these prerequisites, you can make use of my database course for beginners uh, video. And there I have explained each steps in detail. So, if you will be able to cover these videos, you will be able to create an API successfully. So, let's just focus on our hosting of our API. First step is to navigate to our freeasphosting.net site. So, open any browser and search for the let's just make use of incognito. Let's just search for the freeasphosting.net. When you will search for it, you will be navigated to this page. Over here, you have to create your site by providing the email address, username, and password. Just simply click on the create site button and you will be able to create your site. So, whatever the username and password that you have provided over here to create your account, you will be able to use that those username and password to log into the site. I have already created my account, so I'll be using that account only. After successfully login to the site, you will be navigated to this page. Over here, you have to navigate to the manage databases page. Just click on it and add your database. Just click on this add database. Database name and username is already provided. All you have to do is to provide the password and then just click on the OK button and your database will be created. When you will click on OK button, you will be navigated to this page. Over here, you will be getting the server name and username. We'll be making use of these details to log into our database. So open your MS SQL Server Studio and provide this server name and username to log into the database. It will take some time to open the SQL Server. Okay. So in the server name field, provide your server name. In the login, provide your username, and in the end, provide your password. And authentication should be SQL Server authentication. Just click on the connect and it will make a connection with your server. When you will be done with these steps, you will be able to see the database name in your server. So just expand these databases. As you can see, this database is provided. In this database, now you can add your tables. I have already added some tables into this database. I will show it to you. As you can see, book, genre, order, and person. I have added these tables. If you have any doubt regarding these tables, like how I have created and like how I have added it, I'll show you the queries that I have used. So these are the queries for creating these tables. You can later on add whatever the data you want to add. But first you need to create these tables. When you're done with this, you can minimize your database for now and just open your already created project, and from the solution explorer open the app settings.json file. Over here, update your server name, database name, user ID and password, and also add this trust server certificate it equals to true. When you're done with updating your connection string into your project, just simply run your project. Okay, run this project and you'll be able to see the APIs. To make sure that connection is working properly, please execute the API that you have written. If it will be able to fetch the data from your database, then that means your connection is working fine. So that's it. Now let's just close it and go to the solution explorer again. We have already written the APIs, connected our database to our project. That part is also done. Next part is to publish our project. For that, right click on your project name, click on the publish button. If it asks for the type of the like publishing type, then you can select the folder and just click on the publish button. And now I have to create tap on this publish button again to publish it. So it's started publishing my file and it is done. Now just copy this target location or just simply click on this location. You will be navigated to this page. Okay, now select all the files, right click on it and compressed this into a folder. Okay, so your file has been compressed and this is your folder name. Now go back to your site again, go to the my files section, and over here if you have any other file, just simply delete those files because we are going to overwrite our data. It will take some time to delete the files. When it will be done, then you can go back to my files and just upload your existing file. So when you will browse it, you will be navigated to that folder only, publish folder, or you can open it and just select the GIFT folder and click on open. It will upload that folder into your files section of your site. Once it has been successfully uploaded, you will be able to see all these file. Okay, if you're done with this step, now our next step is to sorry open this file. Just open any browser, private window, and swagger index.html. Let's just hit this site and see if we are able to see our APIs hosted over here or not. As you can see, the same APIs that we were able to access on our local system, now we can access these API using this link. And now these APIs has been hosted, so anyone can use these APIs. You don't need to be dependent on your local system to use these API. Okay, so that's how we host these APIs using the free ASP.hosting.net. Thank you. If you have any questions, please ping me in the comment. I'll be happy to answer.